This is the Roulette Master, and I'm so excited today because Slotmaster316 on YouTube has sent me an unbelievable modification of the progressive recovery system. And he says the way this is set up, you're at no risk at losing very much money at all, and you're going to win. So I can't wait to share this with you. And man, this is going to be awesome. And we're going to put his system today up against JS31, but not just regular JS31. This is going to be a modification that's even better as well. I can't wait to share with you both of these systems. And man, this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with a $10 bet on first and second 12. This is JS21 first, but it's not regular JS21. I'm going to share with you what's different about this one and why it's so much better. So here we go. That's a 24 black. Okay, and with this system, we basically just keep betting first and second dozen for 10 until we lose, and then I'll show you what to do next. And I don't know why I haven't tried this before because it makes total sense to me now, but let's see how this does. So with JS21, when you hit third 12, you sit out and you spin until you don't hit third 12 or 0. So let's go ahead and do that. And what this does is it keeps you from losing on streaks. And we did not hit third 12 or 0. So the original system goes up 2 units when you go to the next bet. But we're going to go up 3 units, and we're going to go from 10 to 40. So we're going to do that on first and second 12. And spin. And here we go. I think this is going to win a lot of money today. And also, I can't wait for the new one by the Slot Master. And that's a $40 win. So we're going to go back to 10. We'll be on first and second 12. We're up $30 already. Let's go ahead and spin. And when this system first came out, I was using it a lot in the casino and winning. But then I eventually realized that when you had a lot of losses, you couldn't quite get all your money back right away. And part of the reason for that is because we were going 2 up. And we're up 40 now. Let's go ahead and bet on first and second again. But I think that by going to 3 up with this system, after you sit out, could really be the ticket. And that's a 9 red. That's a $10 win. We're up 50. And now we'll be on first and second dozen again for 10. Again, we ride that until we lose, and then we sit out until we don't hit third 12 or 0. That keeps us from losing with the only thing that makes us lose, which is third 12 or 0. So we lost, so we're going to sit out now. We're going to make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 or 0. We did not, so it's time to bet again. We're going to go up 3 units from 10 to 40. And let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. That's a win on 5 red. Fantastic. So we're going to go back to 10 on first and second dozen. And we're up $70 already. And this is definitely picking up profit faster than the original because we're going up 3 instead of up 2. And that's a 17. That's another win. So let's go ahead and put 10 on first and second again. Again, we're already up $80. And here we go. So again, the original, if you had a bunch of losses in a row, it was hard to get it all back. And I think this one's going to be different today. We're going to find out. So we're at 10 and 10. We're up 90. Let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. And that's a 2 black. Okay, that's a win. So we are currently up $100 now. All right, let's keep spinning here. I remember the first time I tried this out in the casino was at the Cosmopolitan, and it did unbelievable. And I think this modification is even better. So let's go ahead and put 10 and 10 now. We're up $110. And let's go ahead and spin. And that is a 0. So we definitely lost that one. We're going to sit out until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And that way, if you have 10 in a row, third 12 and 0s combined, you're not going to lose any of those. And now we're going to go from 10 to 40. And eventually, we're going to lose when we get to the $40 level. And then I'm going to show you what to do next. But we got the win there. That's a 6 black. And obviously, you'd rather get all your wins at the $40 level because now we're up $130. Let's go back to 10 and 10. And here we go. And coming up, the new modification of the recovery system by the Slot Master is incredible. It actually is going to break up into separate bankrolls so that it's the safest roulette system you can find. And we're up $140. Let's go ahead and bet 10 and 10. And here we go. I think that's what we all want, is to play without the fear of losing a lot of money, but still know that we're going to have a great chance of winning. And I think that's what you're going to find with that system today. We're going to sit out now, make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third, 12, or 0. And we did not, so it's time to bet again. So now we're going to be at 40, up 3 units. And again, eventually we're going to lose this bet, and I'll show you what to do next. But we didn't lose that one. That's a 5 red. So we go back to 10. Each time we get a win there, we're really picking up profit. We're up 180, and that's picking up profit much more than the original 2 up. But the main reason to go 3 up is so that we can recover easier than with the 2 up. And we're up 190 now. Let's go ahead and spin. And also because you make more money in the process, so it just really helps you out in all ways. And that's a 24 black. Okay, we're up $200. All right, here we go. And sometimes you can ride this first and second 12 for a while without losing, and that's great as well. That is a 16 red. All right, that's a win. We're up 210. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 6 black. That's a win. Okay, we're up 220. Let's go ahead and spin again here. That's a 28 black, and that's a loss. So we're going to sit out. We're going to make sure that we don't lose consecutive spins on third, 12, or 0, which is the only way to lose. And look right there, it saved us. We would have lost on that one. But even if there were 10 or 20 in a row, third, 12, or 0s, we would not lose on any of them. And that's what's incredible about this system. But the streak finally ended, so it's time to bet again. So we're going to go from 10 to 40, up 3 units. And if we lose this one, we're going to sit out and do the same thing again, but then we're going to go up another 3 units. But we didn't get the loss. That's a 21 red. We got the win, so we're up 240. And let's go to 10 and 10. And I love how this is making money faster than the original as well. That's always a good thing, right? And that is a 9 red. Fantastic. So let's keep going here. We're at 10 and 10. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 1 red. That's a win. All right, so now we're at 10 and 10 again. We'll ride this as long as we can until we have our next loss. And there's a loss on 27 red. So we're going to sit out, make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third, 12, or 0. And here we go. And that saved us right there again, 26 black. We would have lost that one. But we haven't lost a thing because we're not betting until this streak ends. Okay, it's time to bet again. So let's go ahead and do that. 10 to 40, up 3 units, and spin. That's an $80 total bet. And here we go. That's a 13 black, and we got the win. Fantastic. So now we'll go back to 10, and we're up 280 now. It's making money really fast with this one, and man, it just looks awesome. That's a 22 black. That's another win. Let's ride this as long as we can. We're going to stay on first and second dozen for 10 each until we have a loss again. And there's another win with 1 red there. Fantastic. So let's just keep winning $10 each time until this streak ends, and then we will get right back on board with the recovery again. Another win, 8 black. And sometimes you can ride the wave on this for a while. That's what we're doing right now, and then we'll check our balance after this spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a loss on 33 black. So you can see we're up 290 now. Let's go ahead and spin. We're going to make sure we don't have losses consecutively on third, 12, or 0. It's time to bet again, and we go from 10 to 40, up 3 units. And spin. Here we go. That's a 28 black, and I told you this would eventually happen, and it did. We lost at 40, so now we are going to spin again here and make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third, 12, and 0. And now we're going to go up 3 units again. So from 40 we go 50, 60, 70. We're going to have a $70 bet on first and second dozen. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And we won. That's a 24 black. Fantastic. So we're up 280. As long as you're close to session profit, you want to restart. If you're not close to session profit, you just want to bet the same amount again. But let's go ahead and go back to 10 and 10 on first and second dozen. We're 9.5 minutes in out of 15 with this new modification of JS21. And that's a 5 red. All right. So let's go 10 and 10 again, 20 total, and we'll check our balance after this one. And this thing is just making money hand over fist, and that is a 22 black. Okay, so now we're up $300. Boy, that's just awesome. Now we're at 10 and 10, 20 total, and let's see what we get here. Okay, that is a 28 black, and that's a loss, so we're going to not bet. We're going to make sure that we don't lose on back-to-back spins on third 12 or 0. And that's a 23 red. Okay, we did not, so it's time to bet again. So we go from 10 to 40. $80 total, and let's spin and see if we can get a win here. If not, we'll sit out and then add, go 3 up again, but we lost. So I'm glad we're getting some losses so you can see how to deal with that. We're going to spin and make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 or 0. And we do not, so it's time to bet again. So we're going to go from 40 to 70, and let's do that. Okay, that's a 140 total bet, and here we go. Okay, that's a 35 black, and that's about the worst possible scenario, but that's what I wanted to see was how this reacts to that. So let's go ahead and spin. We're going to make sure we don't have consecutive losses on third 12 or 0. We do not. It's time to bet again. So now we're going to go from 70 to 100. Now we have 100 on each, 200 total, and let's see what we get here. That is a 15 black. We finally got a win, but you can see we're not in session profit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rebet and spin again. And that's a win on 8 black. Fantastic. So it took us a couple spins there. Now we're back up 260. That's close enough. We're going to go back to 10 and 10. So if you're anywhere near session profit, even if you haven't reached it, you restart. But if you're a long ways away, you need to try to get 2 wins in a row, or 3, or whatever you need. But now we'll build it back up, and let's go ahead now, and we'll be at 10 and 10 again. Let me make sure those are right. There we go. $20 total bet, and we're 12 minutes in out of 15 with this JS21 modification. And the reason why you want to reset if you're just close and not quite in session profit is because you're going to make so much money with this just from the regular way that it plays. You'd feel stupid if you tried to get one more win and then you lost a bunch of money. So keep that in mind, and then just the more money you make, the you can get a little bit safer and reset a little bit easier. And that's a 23 red. Okay, so we're up $300 again. So it didn't take long to get back there. That's why it's so important to think that way when you're playing roulette. And that's a loss with 35 black. So we're going to stop spinning. Or we're going to spin what we're not going to bet. And then we're going to make sure this streak ends. And it did end, so we can bet again. So we'll go from 10 to 40. And this is a 40 each, $80 total bet. That's a 36 red. We lost again. So again, worst case scenario again, but we're still doing great. So before we do that, the go to $70 bets, we're going to spin without betting and make sure that we don't have consecutive losses, and we do not. So we're going to go to that $70 bet now on first and second. And even if we lose this one, which we might, then we're going to sit out and then go to 100. And we did lose again. I kind of felt that one coming. So that's why I said that. And we're going to spin without betting. We're going to make sure we don't lose consecutive bets on first and second dozen. And look at that. It saved us 34 red. And the whole key to this is, what if we got 10 or 12 of these in a row and we didn't lose on any of them? How cool would that be? And it happens sometimes. So now it's time to bet again. We're going to put 70 out there on first and second, and let's go ahead and spin, and we'll check our balance. Okay, we got the win on 22 black. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're up 130. That's not good enough, so we're going to rebet and spin again. We're going to need to get more than one and win at this level. That's a 7 red. Let's see where that puts us. Okay, we're at 200. We're not quite close to session profit, so we're going to try to get 3 wins here. But if we lose, we'll have to go up 3 units again. And we did lose. I kind of felt that one coming as well. So now we're going to spin without betting. And we are going to do that until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And we did not, so it's time to bet again. And we're going to go up 3 units again. Now we're going to be at 100 each, 200 total. And here we go with this modification of JS21. There's a win on 5 red. Okay, we're up 160. We're going to rebet and spin. And here we go. Ooh, we lost 32 red. Okay, so time just expired. It dropped us back to minus 40, but we're going to play a few more here just to get it back up and show you that it can recover. So let's go ahead now and we'll spin without betting. And then we'll place that next bet. Here we go. And we would have lost that one as well. So that's fantastic. And you never know. I hope that we get a streak of third 12s and zeros just so I can prove to you the point. And look, we would have lost that one as well. So this is showing you right now that we would have lost all these spins if we were not playing this way. So it's time to bet again. We're going to go up 3 units. Okay, 130 each, 260 total, and let's see if we can get it back now. And that's an 11 black. That's a win. Okay, so we just rebet because we're only up 90. We're going to try to get a little closer to session profit. That's a win on 21 red. Okay, we're up 220. We're going to look for one more win. Let's see if we can get it. And we did. That's a 1 red. So we got back to where we needed to be, and then you just restart at $10. Now we made $350 profit with this JS21 modification. So I hope you really liked it. I think it's a great way to play, and I think it is better than the original with the 2-up. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments as usual. And now it is time for the new system of the day. This is a modification of the Progressive Recovery System by Slotmaster 316. This is a way of playing without losing your money, and that's what it's all about. Is to get rid of that fear of losing a lot of money when you're playing roulette, and the Slotmaster 316 says he can deliver that to you. So I can't wait for it. Let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what he's been doing. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the Slotmaster 316 modification of the Progressive Recovery System. He said he has figured out a way that you will not lose a lot of money. You won't have to fear losing a lot of money anymore playing roulette. I can't wait to share this with you. Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to be on black to start for $5. So you can see instead of 10, we're starting with 5. You can do this on automated or any way that you want to. You can play online, whatever it is. But I'm going to show you what he's been doing. So we are up $5, and we're going to be on opposite color again for 5 here. Once we have some losses, I'm going to show you what to do next. That's a 16 red. Okay, that's a win. We're going to go to black for 5 now. We're up $10. And with the original system, it was $10 units and a $2,000 bankroll. We're not going to need anywhere near that with this system by the Slotmaster 3, or this modification by the Slotmaster 316. So we lost that one. When we lose, we keep the bet at $5, just like the original. So we'll be on black for 5, and let's spin. And we're always looking for one more unit of profit. And we had $10 in profit, 2 units. And when you get a win, you try to get an extra unit. So we're trying to get to $15, so we bet $5 on red. So you don't get greedy with this one. You're always looking for one more unit of profit. In our case right now, that is $15. Okay, and we're still going for 15, but remember, we're going to stay at 5 until we get a win. Then we're going to try to get to 15. Okay, that's a 3 red. Okay. We're up 10. We're still trying to get to 15, so the bet's $5. And One thing I can tell you about this, and Slot Master calls it 3 strikes and you're out, and I'm going to tell you what he means by that here in a minute. So we're going to go 5 on red, and we're up $15. We're trying to get to 20 now. So again, I told you the original has a $2,000 bankroll and $10 units, and that's an 18 red. We're going to switch to black for 5. We're up $20 now. And what the Slot Master 316 is doing is he has 3 bankrolls that are much smaller. These are $100 bankrolls. So we're still starting with $5 units like we're doing there, and we're going to stay at 5. We're going to be on opposite color black until we get the win, and then we'll try to get that next unit of profit. That's a 15 black. We got the win. Okay, so we're trying to get to 25 now. That means we're still only betting $5. So what we're going to do with this today is, and that's a 33 black there. That's a loss, so we'll be on red for 5. What we're going to do is we're going to have these three bullets, if you will, or 3 strikes, like the Slot Master calls it. And we're going to be on black for 5 now. So the majority of this is like the original, except the unit's smaller. But this, the bankroll is everything. So let's talk about it. So we're going to go for 25. That's our next unit of profit. We have $5 on black right now. So again, I said the original had a $2,000 bankroll. You just play and keep trying to recover and use the bankroll to your advantage. But the Slot Master, and we're up 25. He wanted to play a way of playing roulette, where you wouldn't have a lot of risk involved, so that you could win money, but you weren't at risk of losing a lot. So that's why he came up with this version. So let's stay at 5. We're on opposite color still. All right, I'm going to tell you how it works here in a second. Okay, we're going to stay at 5 on red. All right, so these are 3 $100 bankrolls. So it's a $300 that you bring to the casino, not $2,000. So we lost again. And again, this is the whole key to the progressive recovery system, is when you have long losing streaks like this, you only lose 1 unit at each time. You can see we've lost at least 5 in a row now. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, and that's a 0, so we've lost another one here. Okay, let's go ahead and spin again here at 5, and then we'll see what we're down. Okay, that's a 29 black. Well, we're on a long losing streak. We've lost 7 in a row here. So we're minus 5. We're going to put another $5 bet on red. And for losing this many in a row, we should be a lot worse than where we are. And that's because of the progressive recovery system. But now let me talk to you about what Slot Master is doing. So just like the original, we're going to try to get back to where we were profit-wise. In this case, that's a $25 bet on black. However, we're going to have 3 strikes, and each one of those is a $100 bankroll. So, and that's a 5 red there. So we lost. So we're going to go back to 5. And spin, and here we go. That's a 10 black. That's a win. We're going to try to get back to 25 now, but in this case, now we need a $45 bet on red. Now you notice the bets are getting a little higher here. If we continue to lose, we're basically going to have a stop loss, is what these 3 strikes and you're out are. But we got the win there, so we're back to where we need to be at 25. Now we're trying to get to 30. We're going to be on black for 5. So we got fairly close to where we would be, needing all of that $100 original bankroll. Remember, there's 3 $100 bankrolls, and it's the 3 strikes. We don't have any strikes yet. So all we're really risking right off the bat here is $100, even though we brought 300, right? We have 3 $100 bankrolls, and I'm gonna explain to you why he has 3. So let's go to red for 5. We're up 25. We're trying to get to 30 now. So basically, if you do lose one of the $100 bankrolls, you don't continue to increase the size of the bets. You go to your second $100 bankroll. Now, let's see. We're still betting 5 until we get a win here. And then we'll try to get to $30 where we were trying to get to before. and that's a 5 red. Okay, so now we're going to try to get to 30, but we only need a $5 bet to get that. And again, it's really important with this progressive recovery system that you don't get greedy. Just try to get one more unit of profit, and that's that's a black 10 there. So now we'll be on red for 5. We're up $30. And again, we have these 3 $100 bankrolls. We haven't gone through the first one yet, and that's a 34 red. But if we were, and we're up 35, if we were to lose one of the $100 bankrolls, we would restart again, just like we were starting from the beginning, instead of increasing the bets until we lost the whole 2,000. Okay? Not that that happens very often because it's a great system, but basically it's like a stop loss 3 times for the 3 strikes in this system. So let's go ahead now, and we're up 45. Let's go ahead and spin. So basically you have 3 stop losses at $100 with this system, and the most you could lose would be if you lost all 3 $100 bankrolls. Okay, now we'll be on black for 5. And the odds of you doing that, of losing all 3 $100 bankrolls back to back to back, is very slim. Okay, so we'll be on black for 5 again, and then when we get win, we'll try to get another unit of profit. That's a 29 black. Okay, let's see where we're at, and yeah, we only need to get to 45, so we're still betting 5. Here we go. Let's keep getting one more unit, and that's what it's about with this system. That's a 32 red, and we're still on our first $100 bankroll, which is the first strike out of the 3 strikes in this, or 3 bullets, whatever you want to call it. And we're up 45. We'll be on black for 5 now, and here we go. So we really haven't even put the other 2 $100 bankrolls at risk. We're still on the first, but just know that with this system, we're going to go to red for 5. I'm sorry, we should have been on black on this one. I made a mistake there, guys. We should have been on opposite color. So that cost us there. We would have normally won that one. So we'll stay on 5 on opposite. And here we go. We would have won that one, though. Okay, here we go. That's a 23 red. So we got the win there. Now we'll try to recover and get to the next one. So we're still trying to get to 45. So we're still at a $5 bet. We don't have to get greedy. We just keep getting one more unit of profit. And that's a 35 black. Okay, so but the whole idea of him saying that he can play this without worrying about losing a lot of money, the absolute worst would be losing all $300 bankrolls, which would be very slim chance of that happening. We're up 50 right now, and let's go ahead and spin again here. Try to get one more unit, and here we go. That is a 12 red. But basically, this keeps it to where you don't just continue to increase the size of the bets once they get over a certain amount. So now we'll be on black for 5. And let's spin. I think our next unit is going to be 55. Okay, so we're at 50. We need to bet 5. All right, here we go. So a lot of times, even when you get the win, it's still at 5 because you're only 5 away. Once you get the win, it gets you a little bit closer. So there's a win there. We'll be on black for 5. We're up $55. And granted, we're not winning a lot of money quickly with this. But what this whole modification is about is to consistently win money without risking a lot of your own money. Okay, we're up 60. Let's go ahead and spin. So basically, it's 3 stop losses at $100 each. So three strikes and you're out. And then you would if that happened, which would be very rare, then you would lose $300. But I don't think that's going to happen. So here we go. That's a 9 red. Most of the time, when someone loses a lot of money, it's because the bets escalate. And we're trying to get to 65. So even when we're getting losses here, we're pretty much staying at the $5 bet unless we lose a bunch in a row. And that's a 10 black because we're just looking for one more unit. And now we are at $65 profit. We'll be on red for 5. So the only difference between this and the original, which the original is great, the original has a $2,000 bankroll with $10 units. This has three $100 bankrolls, and if you can't place a bet, if you can't place a bet, with the $100 that you have, then you basically go to the next $100 bankroll. You don't increase the bets anymore. You start over. So that's a loss there. And okay, so now we're dropping down in profit, and then eventually, once we get a win, we're going to try to get back up to 65 and get one more unit. Okay, so let's go ahead and stay on 5 here.
No more bets.
And here we go. That's another loss. Man, we've had a lot of losses in a row here now. So you can see we're up 45 right now. We would need to get back to 65 once we get a win. And that's a 16 red. Okay, let's see what it takes to get back to 65. It looks like it's $15. So we'll be on opposite color for 15. And again, this has three $100 bankrolls, 3 bullets, and we haven't even come close to losing one of the $100 bankrolls. So this is all about, and we got the win there. We're back up to 65. Now we're going to try to get to 70. So you don't try to recover until you get the win. And here we go. That's a 24 black. Okay, and we lost. So we're going to be on red for 5 now. Remember, we never increase the bet after losses, only after we get the win. That's a 35 black. Okay, that's another $5 bet on red after another loss there. And here we go. Okay, that's a 9 red. Okay, that's a win. So we're going to get back up to 70. That's a $10 bet. We'll be on $10 on black. Here we go. Opposite color always. And we got it. Fantastic. So now we're trying to get to 75. We're up 70, and we'll be 5 on red. And we haven't even come close to losing our first $100 bankroll. And even if we did, we would not keep increasing the bets. We would, we would say, oh, you know what? We lost the first bullet, and we're going to the second bullet. And that makes it to where the thought of you losing a lot of money really isn't there anymore. And that's what the Slotmaster 316 wanted to do with this system, is make it to where people didn't fear losing a lot of money. And we just need a $5 bet here to get back up to get to 75 for a new profit. And I know people don't like to play with fear, so that's what he's trying to do with this system, is take away the fear of losing a lot of money, but know that you can still consistently win. So that's pretty cool. That's a 3 red. Okay, let's put another $5 bet on black. Then we'll try to get to that next unit of profit at $80. That's a 36 red, and that's another loss. Now we've got a bunch of losses in a row, but that's okay. It's just fine. And that's another loss. But we have a ton of losses in a row now, so you're going to get to see this. But we're still on our first bullet at $100, and that's because we're only losing $5 per unit. And that's an 8 black. Now we're going to try to get back up to $80. So you can see that's a $25 bet. Then we bet $25 on red. And if we get this, we get back up right where we were before. But we lost, and we lost that one. So we're going to go back to 5, and we'll be on red for 5. And again, if the bets ever get to where you can't make them with the $100 bankroll, then you go to the second one and start over. Okay, so we're going to be on red for 5 now. And here we go. And that's another loss. So we'll go back to red for 5. You can see we're up 20 right now. But remember, we still have the $100 bankroll, so we really have 120. And that's a 27 red. Okay, now we need to try to get back up to 80. So I'm glad it tested us here. So that's a $55 bet, and that'll be on black. And then if we get the win here, we'll be right back where we were before and back in business. But we lost that one. That's a 16 red. Okay, let's see where that puts us. And we're minus 30 out of that $100 bankroll. We still have 70 left, but we're going to go back to a $5 bet on black here. And we didn't get it, so now we're still on black for 5. And let's go ahead and spin. We're still on our first $100 bankroll out of 3 $100 bankrolls, 3 bullets, or three strikes there. And okay, we finally got it. So now we're trying to get back up to 80. All we have left is $70 though in this $100 bankroll. So when you get to this point, you can't try to get back up to 80 because you're still on your first $100. So what you do is you bet $70 on red. And if you lose, that's the most you can lose. You'll be onto your second bullet and you'll be back to a $5 bet to start. Okay, that's a 36 red. But we got the win. So now we can try to get back up to that $80 bet right now. So then you would bet 40 on black. Okay, and let's try to get back up to 80 where we were. And there it is. We're back to where we were. We get going, and we're still on our first $100 bankroll out of the 3 $100 bankrolls, the 3 bullets. We did get close to losing the first $100 bankroll there, but guess what? Then if that happens, that's your stop loss, and you start again with $5 with your second $100 bankroll. And then when you make $100, you're back to where you started, and then you can start making money again. But we didn't lose our bankroll on this one, and it was just $100 for the first one. So we made $80 of profit, and I hope you really enjoyed that. I really think what the Slot Master 316 has come up with here really does take some of the fear away of losing a lot of money when you're playing roulette, with still the great possibility of winning each and every time. So I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to send your systems into roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com, and pick a new system each and every day of the week. And I just really enjoy the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. And just want to thank you guys, and let's keep growing this great community. And if you're enjoying the videos, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.